Welcome in, everybody. Today I'm watching Arcane Season 1, Episode 8. And unfortunately, it's been way too long since I watched Episode 7. And so I'm a little bit worried going into this next episode that I might not remember a lot of details. But I have thought a lot about Arcane. It's been on my mind almost every day. Probably too much. I think I've probably overthought it. It just, it's not just complex, but I mean, because we are missing a lot of details, honestly, about this world. The plot lines are complex in the way that they all are woven together and very thought-provoking because of all of the, like I said in the last episode, or one of the recent episodes, that it seems like there is some sort of moral dilemma, some way in which the characters are pulled in different directions. Yeah, there's a lot of gray area in every decision that's made, and we're given all the context in that. Sometimes there's some gaps, and sometimes I have questions that things don't quite line up, or I feel like I don't have all of the context for it. One big gap that I'm missing within this whole society is there doesn't seem to be any sort of military. There's the enforcers, which are, in my mind, more like police. Then, I don't know, I don't feel like the military or the enforcers are really in the decision-making process, or I don't know how to explain it other than I'm kind of baffled by Jayce's rise to power. It's really, the more that I've thought about it, the more I've found it to be kind of disturbing and disturbing and insidious, quite insidious, the nature of how he's able to just sort of become, I don't even know what the word would be for this particular political structure, because he seems to be unchecked completely. What's the word for when companies run governments? I know there's probably a word for it, and I feel like I should know it because I did study political science in college years ago by now, so I'm rusty. But I'm really quite confused about how this is even possible. They've already packed so many plot points into the 7 episodes that I've watched already, so the fact that there's another whole season left, and this episode and the next episode as well, I have no idea how they'll wrap up this season, and I have no idea what's in store for the next one. So I'm ready to start this next episode. Remember to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's go ahead and start this next episode. I forgot my tissues today, so I hope I don't need them.
When I was 10, your grandfather brought me to the aftermath of the Battle of Hildenard. He offered me a gold coin for every blade I retrieved from the Fallen. Said we needed the steel. But I knew it was a lie. He wanted me to know death.
Kino says war is a failure of statecraft.
Your brother thinks he can talk his way out of anything. He fancies himself a fox among the wolves. But mark me, child. If you want to last in this world, you must learn to be both the fox and the wolf.
This is really interesting.
What should we do with her?
She won't make trouble for us. Strip her of her possessions and send her to the far colonies.
Let her live and you may need to kill thousands.
We can show the people we are merciful.
I don't know. Oh, wow.
A wolf has no mercy.
Wow. Okay. Starting to understand her a little bit more. I mean, that was the point, right? But that was nuts.
Jinx!
Wow, they showed up pretty quick then. They must have been right there.
It's gone.
What?
Wow. Is she dead? I can't tell. Well, I guess Echo is gone. Wow. And she just stands there. I guess, I don't know, like, I can't really predict Vi because I guess she just didn't have the strength to fight, but I would think that Vi would fight in that moment.
Who lives here? Another counselor friend of yours?
Oh, jeez.
Caitlyn!
We were so worried. Thank goodness you're safe.
And you found a stray.
This is Vi. She's from the Undercity. You have to speak to the council.
Speak to the council. You understand you've broken several laws.
She was doing what she thought was right.
You know what else reflects on the council? Citizens living on the streets, being poisoned, having to choose between a kingpin who wants to exploit them and a government that doesn't give a shit.
Caitlyn!
Okay, I'm starting to like Caitlyn a little bit more.
I'll schedule an audience.
Thank you.
You and your friend can address the council yourselves.
I like where this is headed. Will she be able to address her audience effectively? That's my question.
Her injuries are severe.
You think I can't see that?
I believe I can save her.
Yikes.
Sometimes death is a mercy.
She can take it.
And before I begin, I must know. Are you prepared to lose her?
Jinx! Jinx! She won't die, Doctor. She can't.
You can't try something a little more mild first?
Please
Do you have to go right to
understand
the
this is
Shimmer?
for your own sanity.
Oh.
I too once had a daughter.
Wow. Okay.
Well, Elora, you didn't have to come out to meet me.
What are you doing here, Mother?
Can I not visit? I've heard stories of Piltover's hospitality. Such drama. I sent you here to oversee our family's interests and grow yourself, which you have.
You said perhaps your sentimentality will be more at home with those soft-spined idealists overseas.
You have your father's memory.
Don't try to ingratiate.
Mel's mother might have been right about that. I mean, Mel should be kind of grateful that she's living in Piltover and
Your
not with her
brother's
mother. After what we just saw.
What happened?
He crossed the wrong man. I was distracted. Your Jayce Talus has turned his eye to hextech weaponry.
I knew it.
War is coming. You've let the problems of your Undercity fester too long.
Piltover isn't like Noxus. War isn't our first and every recourse. I sponsored hextech to protect the city, not burn it to the ground.
It's not conjecture. It's a fact. Weapons can't be unmade, and they are always used. I'm here to help guide you to the right decisions.
I don't need your guidance.
Mel's kind of like her mother, though.
Miss Medarda.
Yes?
Yes?
Wow.
You did all this yourself? Without even going down there? And I thought Powder could get obsessed.
What happened to her? It's not your fault.
We played a game where we pretended to be bigger and bigger monsters. So she would say, I'm a slug monster with venom for ooze. And I would say, well, I'm a slug-eating crab with razor spikes. I didn't want her to start crying and wake my parents up, so I pretended to chase my own monsters away. I'd say, no monster's gonna get you when I'm here. Then a real monster showed up. And I just ran away. I left her.
Jesus. Wow. Wow.
I'm afraid it will only get worse.
Okay, so he just knocked out Silco so we didn't have to witness Jinx going through all that.
What have you done?
I saved her life.
I'm trying to keep up with everything. Oh man, now Heimerdinger is just... What is he doing?
Oh, ingenious. Though these blades seem improperly pitched.
You're wrong.
Oh, yay, okay.
Air is
Yay.
Oh,
I'm so glad he's
are
alive.
you all right, lad?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just sprained my ankle.
Is this the present moment? I don't want to get too
Just
excited.
Heimerdinger. That looks like more than a sprain. You need medical attention.
You're holding my ride.
Do they teach military history at your academy, Mr. Tallis?
It's, Counselor Tallis. I do have other matters, so if you'll excuse
The
me.
threat of the Undercity is real. Your leadership is impotent.
We may not be Noxus, but Piltover isn't as helpless as you think.
Who said anything about Piltover? The Council is the problem. Navigating your current crisis requires expertise you lack.
I would agree.
What makes this the city of progress is that we keep trying until we get it right. So thank you for your advice, Mrs. Medarda. But I have a city to run.
You need military prowess. Even though I don't really like her.
I see why this province and my daughter have fallen for you. You have the passion of youth. I have experience. I want you to succeed here, Jayce. To grace the world with hextech. But if you don't accept certain realities, I fear you'll end up like General Parlek. Slaughtered with your eyes closed.
Yeah, so pause. I feel like some of the most least likable people in the show, from my point of view, like I didn't really like Heimerdinger very much at the beginning. And this woman, I didn't know the situation to where she was chopping heads, but that was pretty brutal. And this whole power move of like being really sexually aggressive with younger men is weird to me. So I don't really love her mom so far, but she's speaking facts. Like she's telling the truth. So I don't know. This show does that. I think it's like part of, I think it's a part of how every character is sort of gray. Like, you're not supposed to fully like and support any of these characters. Jeez, there's something on my face. Like, I can't fully back 1000% any of these characters. Everybody is gray area, and that includes all the side characters as well.
They intend to delay shipments until fall to give things time.
The sheriff betrayed us. We need better information.
We need to act before anyone else gets killed.
Perhaps Marcus was operating independently. What could anyone in the Undercity offer him that he didn't have up here?
It's not what they offered him. It's what he had to lose.
Counselors, my daughter has a unique insight into our situation.
Thank you.
Yeah, she does.
Counselors, this is Vi. She was born in the Undercity. Even though we failed her in countless ways, she risked everything to show me what life is really like down there. People are starving, in constant fear of the coordinated efforts of violent crime lords. One man leads these efforts, Silco.
We've done investigations of Silco. They yielded no such level of organization.
What does Silco even want from us?
He believes the Undercity should be independent. He calls it the Nation of Zaun.
What about these? Do you know who made them?
No. Well,
Her name is Jinx.
This Jinx has the gemstone. Then we have to go in by force.
That could trigger war.
there are good people down there.
They have Shimmer.
We have hextech.
What happened to you?
We've been talking about talking for weeks now. They're still cleaning the blood off the bridge. When do
I'm
we say
so
enough
pissed
is
off
enough?
right now.
Jayce, you don't know war. I do. It must be our last resort. There may be a diplomatic solution.
She's right.
I feel like it was her mom showing up that led her to that.
What?
Like it reminded
You want to
her
negotiate with him? It may be the only
of
way
how
to
she
avoid
prefers
further
Mercy, you
This
know?
is insane. Did you learn nothing? You can't talk to him. He will never back down. Forget it. I remember where your fancy damn door is.
That was a short conversation.
Why? Wait. Wait! Where are you going?
I don't know. Back where I came from? Seems like that's what everyone up here wants.
I can fix this.
You can't.
We'll make a new plan. We have to try.
We tried, okay? It wasn't enough. Top side and bottom, oil and water, that's all there is.
What about us?
Oil and water. Wasn't meant to be.
You're just saying that.
Go back to that big, shiny house of yours and just... forget me.
That all happened so fast. Wow. Is that his own creation? Or is that just typical Shimmer? Huh. It looks like some sort of bionic leg.
Viktor, I was inspired by your... Everything you do inspires me.
What? What? What the hell just happened?
This guy?
Wow. Okay, so he knew her when he was a kid. Wow. I'm just connecting the dots. And it just turned her into dust? Like, that was insane.
I could have you arrested.
You guys really like to bandy that threat around. You ever been to Stillwater?
No.
Have someone dragged off, don't bother to find out what it does to someone being stuffed in a stone box for weeks or months or even years?
Yeah. I want to make Silco pay.
I want in.
There is no in. You heard the council.
Fuck the council.
We built them for mining the fissures.
Someone close to me had a pair of these. You're the first person Caitlyn looked for when we made it to topside. You're the one she trusted to do something. Silco controls the Undercity with Shimmer. Shut down his supply, and it's only a matter of time before his own people turn on him.
And how do we do that?
Take out his manufacturing facilities. Hit him hard and fast before he can react.
Well, I'm glad Vi didn't just give up. But I don't know about having the two most reactive people in the show teaming up like this. That was a cool scene, though. Oh. Interesting. I thought maybe Jinx was up and about, but... Wow. It's an invasion. Shit. Whoa. Damn. They're so fast. Wow. Okay. Yeah, you can't not love Vi. That's so cool. Oh no. Yeah, okay. Consequences. Now what? What's Caitlyn gonna do? She's gotta do something. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, wow. Oh shit. Oof. Damn. No. I can't stop. I can't watch. Okay. Oof. Okay. Wow. I feel like I didn't do a lot of reacting to that episode because I was just really involved, really wrapped up into it all. And I feel like each scene was just so... I know these characters well enough now to where every scene just adds so much more to the picture. I could do another entire character chat. Okay, so I took a baby breather and I am back to talk about my thoughts. I'm glad that both Echo and Jinx are still alive. Of all the fatalities on that bridge, Marcus was the only one that we really knew, so that's good. That Jinx is still alive and that Echo is still alive. But at this point, I'm thinking and I'm worried that Jinx is too far gone now. The visions that she was having of Caitlyn and Vi, and then now that she's all jacked up on Shimmer, I think it's possible that what Echo was saying earlier of just let her go, she's gone, I think it's possible that we have reached that threshold. Sadly, I'm really sad to say that. I don't know if there's any getting through to her at this point. Unless the only way I could see us recovering powder from Jinx is if, like, I'm thinking Hunger Games. You know, Hunger Games when Peeta is like brainwashed against Katniss. Like, he had to be fully taken out of the environment he was in and deprogrammed, basically, over a lot of time. And I think that's what Jinx would need. Like, she would need Silco either to be fully taken care of or to be, like, completely taken out of Silco's world and given time and a lot of patience to deprogram the shit out of all of the trauma and manipulation that he put her through, detox from all the Shimmer that she's on now. If she's recoverable even physically without the Shimmer, I think she might just be like basically a cyborg, if you can call it that. I think she's physically reliant on that Shimmer now, which is really sad. My fears for Vander, when they got their hands on Vander, I was afraid that they would turn him into some sort of monster. That has happened with Jinx. And it sucks. It sucks. And now I am this. It's funny that you got my thoughts about Vi and Caitlyn before this episode, how critical I was of them. I still have those critiques, but this episode really put me fully on board with Caitlyn and a little bit more on board with Vi. I still think Vi is being too action-oriented. Vi spent all of 2 minutes with that council just, okay, we already investigated with Silco and maybe we'll negotiate with him. And she's like, yeah, nope, I'm out of here. Yeah, peace. Thanks for trying. I'm just gonna never see you again, Caitlyn. That was pretty dramatic. And yeah, I know Vi's been through a lot, but she really needs her wits about her. She does. She needs her wits about her, and I don't know how I feel about this team up with Jayce. That happened so quickly as well. Like, 1 minute he's talking about how the City of Progress made its name by not using violence or like by using their intelligence, right? And by the end of the episode, he's killing people with a giant hammer. So this episode really just kind of went all over the place. And Jinx is, man, it just hit me again. Sorry. I'm trying to think if I have any more thoughts on this episode so far that I didn't already give in my reaction. Oh, Viktor as well. That was pretty crazy. And so we got Viktor accidentally killing somebody that was super close to him too. That's crazy. That's really gonna weigh on him. And then Jayce accidentally killed somebody. Both through hextech. So that is going to weigh heavily on both of their consciences. That's going to weigh heavily on both of their consciences. And that's one thing too that I'm kind of grateful for. I'm kind of grateful that they're actually seeing right in front of them the realities of all of the things that they've been kind of isolated from, right? They've been in their own little bubble of what is theoretically possible using the technologies that they have. They've gotten a glimpse of what is possible through hextech, through the hex gates. And that seemed very controlled. Really, we haven't, of all the things that they wanted to do with hextech, it seemed like all that they really accomplished was the hex gates. Correct me if I'm wrong. They didn't do any of the things that they wanted to do, really, in terms of improving the lives of people, right? So I'm really excited. Everything is starting to mix together. Everything is coming together. All of these characters are intersecting, and we even got Mel's mom. So everybody's here. Silco is a little bit absent. He showed up a couple times in this episode, but not very active yet. But I know that in this next episode, he'll have a response to what happened. And I'm curious. I really, really wish I could watch this next episode right now, but I will see you all on the next one.